Hey guys, can everyone see me and hear me? Guys, what's up? It's DeAnna Lorraine, and you are on Make Love Great Again, the New Right Network. And the reason why I'm in kind of a strange background right now is because I am calling you live from the swamp. Yes, I'm doing this podcast live from Washington, D.C., and so many things are happening right now. It's very intense. The energy is really high, and there's so many things that I kind of got opportunities to do. I was supposed to go to Washington for like 3 days last week, and then I kind of kept getting pulled into different events. So here I am a week later, and I'm still here, and I'm leaving on Saturday. So I got pulled in to do a big Women for Trump start the weekend. And yeah, it's just, there's so many things going on right now, and the energy in Washington is crazy. So I thought I'm going to bring on our friend, Brian Martinez, who's going to be talking to us about his thoughts about what's going on right now, especially with the latest Kavanaugh allegations and what the implications of that are for men, for women, for relationships, and for the country. So he's going to be on in just a few minutes, but I just wanted to introduce you guys first and say, how's everyone doing today? Let's just go over, I'm going to go over to the chat room, make sure all is going well. Let's see here. It is Wednesday, and yes, I'm going to be holding a press conference with the Phyllis Schlafly Eagles at 2 p.m. What is this? 2 p.m. Eastern time, where we're going to have a bunch of women lined up and speak out against this madness and in defense of Kavanaugh, in defense of men everywhere who are not being allowed proper due process and who are being proven guilty until proven innocent. And that just doesn't work. That does not work. And that is not the country. That's not the America that we once had, that we stand for. And it doesn't bode well for men, for boys everywhere, where no one is safe from this, right? What about your son? What about your brother? What about your dad? If it was them, nobody is safe from these kinds of accusations if Kavanaugh does not get confirmed because of this BS. And that's what's really sad. You know, I feel like the Democrats are so short-sighted and selfish and believing that what they're going to do is block his confirmation. And yes, they're going to block his confirmation perhaps, but they don't understand, or maybe they don't care about the real repercussions between men and women in the future, and the repercussions to men in the future, and the repercussions for real sexual assault victims, which I don't believe that Christine Crazy Ford was a real victim. I think this was a story that is cooked up. Hey guys, everyone in the chat room, what's going on? Thank you, Terrell, saying everybody get the book Make Love Great Again. I appreciate it. I've been handing out too many copies this week, and I'm all out of copies so far. Who is voting red this election? I definitely am. So I was going to do my broadcast today from the Trump Hotel, and I might still do a broadcast from the Trump Hotel later today. But for now, I had to go with some place that was a little bit more quiet because the Trump Hotel is a little bit noisy, lots of people coming in and out. And just to let you know, there are so many cool people that I've been meeting in the last week. You know, I'm going to a One America News Network party tonight, and that's just be really fun. And then I'm going to, you know, the Women for Trump thing starting tomorrow, hosted by Lara Trump. Last night, I was at another party with the officer who was awarded the Medal of Honor, you know, by President Trump, Eric Bolling, Sean Hannity. So this week has been really intense and really fun, and that's the reason why I'm here. It's been really, really great. So, who is voting red this election? So without further ado, you're welcome, Terrell. Hey, somebody's got to stand up for the men around here, because I am appalled that there are women walking around saying that all men or Republican men should be castrated. Hey, they're saying that men should be castrated, that men should be basically killed and then raped. And of course, all white men are the ones that are the root of our problems right now. You can believe that. Well, without further ado, let's get our special guest on the line. And we're going to actually talk to him about what he thinks is going on here and what we can do about it, especially with the latest allegations. So Brian Martinez is part of the Honey Badger radio show and part of the Honey Badgers organization that actually this is right up their alley because they speak about this kind of injustice towards men all the time. You know, how men are being treated unfairly, they're being wrongly accused of things that they often don't do. And in this world that we now live in, they're guilty until proven innocent. And Brian does not stand for it, and the Honey Badgers don't stand for it either. Good women at this point need to stand up and separate themselves from the liberal feminazi women who are trying to, hang men up for crimes they didn't even commit. This is modern day Salem witch trials. Thank you, yes. Spider Monkey.
Yes.
Okay, so let's unmute and bring on the Doge in charge. Brian, can you hear me and see me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, now let's make sure. Oh, can you do that again? What you just, okay. You got big all of a sudden.
Oh, it's the camera. I think it tries to automatically adjust itself. So I don't really have a lot of control over it. Can you see me okay?
Yay! Yeah, we can hear you okay.
All right, good, good.
And thanks for coming back on the show. We love you here. And your show has got so many great reviews and feedback. People really think that you are right on point with everything that you say. So I think they're happy to have you back.
Well, that's great. That's great. I'm glad. I was wondering, where can I see this live in case anybody has any questions for me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I think I sent you a link, but let me double check and make sure that the link is the correct one. If you go on the New Right Network channel, you can see the live, but let me give you.
Okay.
But let me try to shoot.
Hello? DeAnna? I think DeAnna dropped. DeAnna? Can you guys still see me? DeAnna's not here, so I'm not really sure if the stream is gone or what. She dropped out, so I'm alone, I think. I'm alone on her stream. Hello, Spider Monkey. The tech issues haven't been completely worked out. Yeah, it's an ongoing struggle, I think. This is what happens when you don't have like a professional studio and a team and everything else. Let me try sending her the invitation to this hangout, since this hangout is still live. Might work. We see you. Okay. Well, I don't want to talk about this stuff without her here, but let me try talking to you guys for a little while, I guess, you know. So this Kavanaugh stuff, it's just a symptom of a much, much, much larger problem. And that problem is gynocentrism. That problem is our willingness to treat women and their beliefs and their accounts as though they are, it's like the claims of a child. We just either believe them or we pander to them. And without considering the dangerous, dangerous implications of doing that. Like, if you have a child and they talk about an imaginary friend, or they talk about, you know, something that's clearly untrue, but they want to believe in it because maybe there is just the way that they play. You might go along with it, you know, that they think that there's a monster in the closet and you can't really convince them otherwise. So instead you go along with it and tell them that they're going to protect them from said monster, or you tell them that, you know, they believe in the tooth fairy or the Easter bunny or Santa Claus, and you play along because it's, you know, it's like it helps them to, I don't know, enjoy their childhood more if they, and again, with imaginary friends or when they're playing pretend. But those things don't have severe implications. And when those children grow up, we stop doing that. You know, at some point they discover that Santa Claus isn't real, at least not in the way that, you know, we think of it. They realize the Easter bunny's not real. They realize the tooth fairy's not real. And all of these things, it's time to grow up, right? But with this listen and believe stuff, with this rape culture stuff, with anything that women say, I'm going to say we as in general, because I mean, obviously I'm not one of those people, and maybe a lot of you guys aren't those kinds of people either, but we tend to believe women unconditionally. And there is an emotional, I guess you could say, a kind of a emotionally, a biological reason for it. Like, we want to protect women so much that we're willing to protect them from things that may not even be real, that we're not sure about. I mean, this is how you got lynchings in the, you know, early 1900s and 1800s. It was because there was a woman that made a claim, and this is not new. You know, I've seen a lot of people in Hollywood and in the media saying the Me Too movement is this brand new revolutionary thing. No, the idea of accusing men to destroy them of whatever is not a new idea. It's been going on since way before the internet. It's been going on before